Coach, congratulations. We will start once again with an opening statement.
So what a gritty match. We knew coming into this that Ball State is a really strong ball control team. We knew that we would have to be ready to rally on. They're super scrappy. We talked a lot about changing up our shots, hitting different directions, using hands, and I thought early in the match we did that well. We started going a little bit too much body line as our ball control dropped a bit in the middle of the match there. But I was really proud with how our team responded after that fourth set and, played really strong in the fifth.
It seems like the middles gave you all a spark, particularly early. What did you think of their play, particularly in the first two sets?
Yeah, Adria Paul has been somebody that we've really relied on all season long, whether it's a quick tempo in the middle or kicking it out to the high ball for us. And she really delivered today. 14 kills on 30 attempts, hitting .433. That's what you want to see from a senior performance. I thought she did a great job with that. Ava Hewitt is pretty new to our lineup, and she just brings a lot of energy. Our team loves playing with her and gets really excited to rally behind her. So hitting line, a little bit lower than what we were looking for, but she did a great job on the defensive end and really challenged Ball State's attackers.
Service game was pretty consistent throughout, and then you look at the stats, they're very similar except for the service aces and blocks really tonight. Mm-hmm. How important was that for y'all to pull it out in 5 sets?
Yeah, absolutely. A goal that we always have is a 1-to-1 ratio. So we sat the first 2 sets, we were about 2-to-1. So we were being super aggressive, finding success. And then as it got a little bit closer in that third and fourth, I felt like we backed off that service pressure a bit, which then, of course, a good ball control team is going to be in system, really hard to stop that. So when we went into the fifth, that was something that we talked about, was really leveling back up our serve and making them move. It's not just about pace, but actually making great passers have to move to that ball.
And you just talk about that fifth set, obviously the fourth set, Ball State has a lot of momentum heading into that fifth, and y'all find a way to come out and grab it right back. Mm-hmm. What was the key to you think your team being able to do that in that situation?
Yeah, I think one of the biggest things that we talked about as a coaching staff going into that fifth set was adjusting where we started in our rotation. We were sitting pretty much in rotation 1 or 2 to start out the gate, which we really like because we get Asia Daly in there. And she had a fantastic match night, hitting over 300 for us, 14 kills, right? So you would think, let's keep her in there. But we made a little shift so we could get some different servers against passers. And then we also made a flip with McKenna Gildon and Becca Maselli, who they were going in for. So it changed our rotational pattern. And I think that was just enough to get everybody out of the rut that we were in and feeling a good flow again. So I felt like those changes made a big difference with how we were playing together.
Yeah, I mentioned a little bit earlier, the blocks, big difference in tonight's game. What were y'all able to do to slow them down offensively throughout the game?
Yeah, we talked a lot about when we didn't have the opportunity to take the big swing that we wanted to get them out of system with what we were doing. So going off of hands, changing up our speed of attack and throwing some tips and rolls in. And I felt like that got them out of their rhythm a little bit. When we can do that, we have a really big block and we have time to get set up, and we got to see that tonight.
And finally, Coach, quarterfinals of the NIVC now, particularly for a program like Clemson that is trying to build up that postseason success. How important is it to get 2 wins under the belt and build some of that, postseason culture, I guess, the rest of the way?
Yeah, absolutely. Like we talked about yesterday, it feels different when it's win or go home. And our team has really stepped up to that challenge. They're really focused in the locker room as they come out on the court. We talk about taking control of the court the second we step out there, and they were really focused during warm-ups. I love to see that. And then the next thing that we're really focusing on is we've gotten really used to being on the road with our facility upgrade that's happening right now. We've been on the road since November 5th was the last time we got to play at home. So we've gotten a little comfortable together being on the road, and it's really come full circle. We were talking about this just the other day, that it comes full circle to when we went on our foreign tour in May. We were spending a long time on the bus. We were together all the time. We were changing hotels all the time, new scenery, new matches against different opponents. So it's really this kind of strange full circle moment for our team of like, wait, we've done this before, even though we haven't done this before in this moment. So there's an odd, familiar feeling for us right now.
I think the NIVC is always about the growth of the game and where it is in sport. Talk to us about that facility upgrade and what y'all are doing at Clemson to help grow the program and continue to grow the sport.
Yeah, absolutely. We have a great facility to start with. The roof was a bit low, so that's going up 13 to 15 feet. Will give us a lot of playing space. You can see that the game has just gotten more and more physical in the last 10 years, and so we need that space to be able to dig high and be able to transition out. So that's one of the big things about it. Huge locker room upgrade. It's going to be like 4 times the size of our current one. Hype tunnel coming through, like all the bells and whistles to it. We have a leadership council that we utilize rather than the traditional captains, and we have a common spaces committee, and they have been very involved with picking out the selection of what the color scheme, the tiger carpet. They're all in on all the details, so that's been really fun with us. And we'll also have a new lobby space and an Aces Club, which will be a premium seating opportunity for folks that really want to have an upgraded experience at our matches. So really excited about what's ahead for us.
That roof's no joke. And
Yeah.
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 I remember I covered UNC when I was a
Yeah.
student, so
Yeah.
when they go down to Clemson, I'll be like, that seems tight. But
Yeah.
that's really exciting.
It was funny today. There was a couple balls that hit off those crossbars, and we were going Jervy because we're so used to it, right? So we had a good opportunity to stay in some rallies because we were used to that ceiling. But we're looking forward to be able to dig high and play the game the way it's played now.
Coach, that's all I got for you. Appreciate
All
you
right,
stopping by.
thank you so much. Appreciate you.